They told you that it's too late. They told you that you missed your window. They told you at your age that you can't do it, that you should slow down. They told you all these things. This isn't true. I see it everywhere. I see people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s who quietly just go somewhere and sit down and decide that life is over. Not because it was, but because they believe that it was. Here's the truth. Age doesn't limit you. Only your belief does. My name is Mark, aka Create Lifestyle. I help people break out of the matrix so that they can experience freedom, abundance, peace of mind, residual income, while leaving a powerful legacy. And right now I'm talking about people that are over 50 and beyond that still have a lot of wisdom to contribute. This whole idea that age determines possibility explains that old is not a number, that it's a belief, and that people have quietly been given up, not because they lacked ability, because they've accepted limiting assumptions about age, time, and relevance. My uncle, and he was my favorite uncle, he's no longer with us, but he lived to be in his early 90s. And I would see him out all over the place. He was real active, and he would visit us often, and he would go out on the town, so to speak, and I would see him. I bumped into him one night. I was actually at the casino late at night. It was like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and I bumped into my uncle, and at this time he's probably up in his 70s and maybe even higher, maybe closer to 80. And he couldn't drive too well at night, so he would go to the casino when it was daylight, and he would stay all the way till the next morning. But anyway, I asked my aunt about that, like, why is my uncle out there like that? Why is he at home? And she would say, oh, he thinks he's 35. So the point I'm trying to make is that it's about what you believe about yourself. You don't age out of a purpose, you age into wisdom. Success, it doesn't require for you to go out there and work 80-hour weeks. It requires execution over excuses. It requires leveraging your life experiences as an advantage and deciding to stop postponing and get out here and start making some things happen. So that's what it's all about. Age, it's a belief, it's not a number. If you think you're broken, you'll act broken. Life gives you what you assume. Here we are back to some of these universal laws of the law of assumption, acting as if. Execution beats excuses. Again, most people, you're not stuck because you can't move. You're stuck because you keep postponing. I'll do it after I retire. I'll do it after my kids graduate. I'll do it after things calm down. These excuses, they keep stacking up. But if we put in 3 to 5 years of some focused action, we can change everything. I'm not a big guru. I'm going to point that out, but I can be your guide right now. As I mentioned, I'm helping people just break out of this mental conditioning and create some residual income. One of the things that I'm working with is this whole idea of creating an asset online that pays you money. And I'll explain more of that later. Or if you'd like to hear about it, just comment in the comments, passive income, and I'll get some information to you. But anyway, the point is that you can go out here and still create things because your experience is the advantage. You have wisdom, you have emotional intelligence, you have real life lessons. And then if we think about older people in our society that have done major things, we could think about Colonel Sanders, who built the Kentucky Fried Chicken empire. He didn't break through till late in life. We could think about Ray Kroc. He didn't scale the McDonald's until he was later on in life. We can come back to Nelson Mandela, who didn't become president until after 75 years and being in prison for decades. So there's lots of examples. And today we have all these tools, all this technology, all the things that when we were younger, we couldn't even imagine these tools that we have right now. We can get out here and we can make something happen. If you still have desires in your heart, if you still have ambitions, If you're not done yet, but you haven't quite broken through, I just want to invite you and remind you that you can still break through, that you're important, you're viable, you're an asset to society with all the wisdom that you have. So it's not too late. You're not broken. You're not done. So let's get out here and let's make something happen. My name is Mark, aka Create Lifestyle. And again, I help people break out of this matrix so they can experience freedom, abundance, peace of mind, and leave a powerful legacy with residual income. And as always, peace, one love, and control your destiny.